Hello everybody and welcome to the next episode of my Dark Souls 2 Faith Build playthrough. My name is Tabriel and today we're going to continue our journey throughout Dragon Lake. In the last episode we made it to the undead crypt, did a little bit of a fail, and now we're here at this bonfire, made a little bit of progress, and we're going to finish this off. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I haven't played this in a couple days. I've been mostly focusing on Ziggurat and other stuff. I've been actually quite busy this week, oddly enough. Thankfully I have a bit of a reprieve now, so I can actually focus on this stuff. So now let's go ahead and get out of here. Sorry, just lost my bearings there for a second. Should be over this way. There we go. Because now that we have this area open over here, shouldn't have too terribly much trouble. Now there is a lot of dark areas on this map, so you have to be very careful about where you go. But there is a lot of little secrets around here too, so just gotta be cautious. Forgot, is this a trap? Might be. Shield time? Not shield time, okay. Magic stone and dark light stone, not bad. Now, on one of these areas, you can jump down because you'll be able to go over there. I think it's actually over there near those guys, now that I think about it. Let's see here. Lots of hidden path below. Hurrah for jumping and stuff like that. Down there, I'm unsure. Right here, yeah. Lots of little hidden stuff. And right here, I believe, will light up the area. Although it'll piss off some of the people, if I remember right. But it'll make things much easier to see. Just ahead. Yes. Yes, there is. Of course, I always take a little bit of a hit on it and make sure. And soul vessel. That will be useful in case if we ever want to, relocate our stats anywhere. And Soul of a Hero. And over here is actually back where we came from. Nicely enough. However, I think I'm going to want to light the area up just to make it just a little bit easier to see. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Liking the nice shadow effects. There we go. Okay. And now let's go and light the area up. A little bit of lack of planning on my part. Sorry about that. And there we go. Area is now much more lit than it was. What do you have? Oh, more of that stuff. So now it should be much easier to see a lot of the stuff in this area. Not everywhere, just in a couple places in this area. Mostly that main little building or, you know, cropping area that we were at. Okay, let's pop down here just so that we regain our health. Okay, now that that busy work's done, we can finally get to the meat of what this episode's going to be all about. See all that stuff? Lots of stuff down there too, which I'm going to drop down and grab. Of course, I'm going to want to take out these guys. Because that's an area I totally forgot about. I mean, I remembered the actual treasure, I just didn't remember where I got it, to be honest. And I'm taking a lot of damage here, so I might end up going back to the bonfire. Well, that helps. Yeah, because right here, you just plop off and could die fairly easily. But that's why you got a health potion. No, I don't want to climb up. Thank you. That's what that R2 there is for. Quite nice. And we got ourselves a Soul of a Great Hero and Simpleton Spice. Quite nice stuff. Let's go ahead and climb up all the way. Should be another area up here. Yep. And let's open this up. I believe it is a lightning spell. Nope. Lightning spell somewhere else, I think. At least I'm pretty sure there's one in this area, unless if I'm just totally forgetting, which is entirely possible. I'm terrible at remembering some stuff here. Yeah, but that's also an area you can go down to in order to get there without taking too much damage. But this is where we were. Okay. Now we'll get to the meat of the episode. Sorry about that little detour there. I might as well go back to the bonfire. Lots of running back to the bonfire this episode, it seems. But hey, it's something we're going to want to do, I think. Let me see here. That Great Lightning Spear is still 42. Uses 3. I might end up using a, some dust stuff on that so I can actually use it earlier, maybe. But I know I'm gonna up my, my faith here soon anyways. So, okie dokie. We got everything there. And this is not an easy part. Unfortunately, this is actually quite hard. Mainly because of the way this guy down here likes to be a huge butt. And, causes a bunch of enemies to come after you, so you gotta kill him before he can do anything. So I'm gonna see if I can kill him before he rings that bell. There we go. Because if he rings that bell there, he causes a bunch of those phantom enemies to appear. And you don't want to ring it yourself because you can accidentally summon them. So that's why melee attacks in that area is generally not advised. So, yeah, let's slowly trudge forward, making sure that we don't get a bunch of enemies, because this is not an easy area. In fact, I consider it one of the harder areas before a boss fight. If only because of how tanky some of these enemies are. Thankfully, some of them can be backstabbed with not too terribly hard of a time. And I was failing parrying there, God. Then again, I'm not too terribly good at parrying in this game for whatever reason. Pretty good at it in Dark Souls 1, but the parrying system in Dark Souls 2 is just slightly throws me off. Weakness, poison, yep. You can poison them all before they get to you. Which, I can't remember, did I buy some poison arrows? I think I might have. Yes, I did. But I'm not sure if I really need them on this particular guy. Let me see, let me replace these with regular iron arrows. Just need to get them to come to me. And fire arrows too, of course. There we go. Come on, big guy, let's do this. Big ol' swooping attacks is not very good for actual combat, sir. Leave too many openings. And we repeat. You know, I say this is a faith build, and yet I'm using a dex weapon. Kind of funny, isn't that? But that's because I want to save my spells for places where it actually counts, although I think the boss is a little bit immune to lightning. Or at least has some resistance to it. In fact, I think all these guys do. Because of their paladin-esque, like, attire. Unsure if that's true or not, though. It just kind of seems like it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to shield break. Okay. Backstab. And dead. Now we have 2 more enemies to go. And... are there any more behind him? I can't remember. Let me see here. What gems do we have? Well, I guess that's it then. It's not too good. Might want to use some of these rouge waters as well here soon. I might need to use them for the upcoming battle. Especially gonna need to use magic barrier though. And these are more enemies which don't seem to want to move too terribly far from the boss room. I kind of like that because it prevents people from just trying to run past them, but at the same time it's annoying if you're trying to just, you know, defeat the boss and you've died several times or something like that. It becomes more frustrating than it does fun at that point, which, while frustration and Dark Souls can go hand in hand, it's not exactly what Mr. Miyazaki intended. From what I understand. Okay. Not gonna be too terribly easy of a boss battle. I always have trouble on this guy, but let's do it. If needed, I may have to switch to my, whoops. My mace, because it might do more damage to him. I'm unsure if it will, though. It tends to more, well-armored opponents, though. Thankfully, I'm able to block that without too much trouble. Okay. And that just totally, kicks down my stamina. Wow. Guess that's the point, though. Okay. Let's see here. Not doing too terribly bad, although I need to make sure I don't get hit too terribly much there, otherwise I will take a backswing like that. Okay, I was able to block that, thankfully. This fight as on Dex can be quite interesting. Dex build, I should say. Because one hit and you were almost down. But, you don't have to worry about being hit if you have a good dodge. But it's all about chipping away. He starts doing, attacks like that. Because now he's all powered up and stuff, so now he'll do a lot more damage. As you can see. But that's the first time I got hit, so thankfully I don't have to worry about that too terribly much. Just gotta make sure that I heal up whenever possible and chip away at him some more. This is very similar to his Artorias ability, or Artorias' ability, I should say. And as you can see, he takes less damage too, which is a bit annoying. Okay, let's see here. Might use lightning spear, I'm unsure. Okay, what is he doing? I forgot this spell. Okay. I figured it was a projectile though. 199, that's not a lot of damage. Just gotta keep behind him if possible, especially when he starts doing spells. Oh, just barely missed there. Doing 2 attacks may be risky right now, so I'm gonna just chip away with the 1. Ooh, he did a little bit of tracking there, unfortunately. Okay, I actually tried to dodge there, but it didn't work. Ooh, I took a lot of damage. Oh, need a... Wow, okay. My shield wasn't working at all. I guess I was just right at the end of the healing animation and it just didn't put my shield up. Okay, well, I guess I will cut out here and I will see you back at the boss fight. So, see you guys in a bit. Okay, people, I'm back. Cleared everything out and time for round 2. I picked up my mace. It seems to be doing a bit more damage to the armored guys, I think. It might do the same to him. Hopefully those white attacks, though, don't whiff too much. And I don't know why I still have force on here. It frankly will be pretty useless against the boss. However, magic barrier should be useful. Unsure if I'll be able to actually get any lightning spears off, though. So let's just keep on magic barrier for when we need it later. Let's pick up our XP here. And 338 per hit thus far. Unsure if that's more or less, really. I can't tell. Although once he gets roughly about half health, he starts doing that magic stuff. Roughly half health. There we go. So while he's doing that, let's go ahead and cast a magic barrier of our own. And take him down a peg. Okay. 202. Doing a little bit more damage than our claymore, I think. Okay, we got him in a corner that's bad. We want to be able to maneuver around him if possible. Yeah, and those whiffs on that mace is not good. Yeah, I don't want to end up in a situation where I whiff and then get hit by that. But thankfully I can block most all of his attacks. Just not his kick, of course. Yep, and I whiffed again. That's the one that killed me, I think, last time. I'm gonna have to really watch out for that one. Strong attacks through 243, that's good. Looked like he was about to attack there again. It was quite hard to tell. Okay, let's see here. Slowly work at him. Can't be too fast with this. Just take out as much health as I can. And when I see him do that, I want to back off as much as possible, but not always the easiest thing to do. Okay, another attack. So far, so good. Patience. Patience. Gotta wait for his openings. And as soon as he attacks again... Probably shouldn't have attacked there, but thankfully I didn't get punished for it. Oh, okay. Oh, I just barely avoided that. He's not liking me right now. Dead. Oh, how's that for some payback? Soul of Vestalt. Very, very nice. Yep, sadness. And hey, look. Over here. Guess who that is? That happens to be our good friend Vendrick. Now, you can attack him, but it is not advised until you get several giant souls. If you look in my inventory here, let me go ahead and see here. Where is it? I think it might be at the very bottom. Yeah, Soul of a Giant. I believe you need several. The more you get, the less damage resistance he has. And I got the King's Ring. And alas, nothing happened. That's his old armor. Can't get it quite yet. But that, my friend, or friends I should say, is the king. And all his decrepit glory. And she appeared out of bumfuck nowhere. Let's talk to her.
This ring is the symbol of the king. Use it to gain passage through the king's gate and venture to the far east. Bearer of the curse, if you are to be the next monarch, then one day you will walk those grounds without really knowing why.
Okay. And I don't think she has anything else to say. So let's go ahead and use a homeward bone, just because it's more convenient. And I think we'll head to Majula, as I need to make a pit stop there really quick anyways. Got a nice chunk of souls, might as well use that to level up and stuff, but I think I will do that off camera as per usual. So I think this is where I'll end it. Just about coming up on the 30-minute mark, so I think that's about a perfect length for an episode. So thank you guys for joining me in this episode of my Dark Souls 2 Faith Build playthrough. In the next episode, we will go ahead and use that King's Ring to open all the gates that were previously locked to us, and hopefully find and explore some new areas. So, see y'all in the next one. If you liked, like my video, and subscribe to see more. So, goodbye everybody, take care, and see y'all in the next one.